Hello, we're live. Today we are gonna be doing a not too not too long of a live, but we're just gonna go over markets have been moving, and we'll go over those, and then just go over some giveaways and some other just market news. Let me change one thing about the stream. Just 1 second. To change, update this. We are at currently 42.4 thousand. Yeah, 42.4 thousand subscribers. At 50,000 subscribers, we will be hosting another giveaway, so stay tuned for that. But as for now, we can start with market. Just checking the market here. Here, we'll jump into Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin is now down back at 101. This is the weekly candle. We can check the daily here. Daily candle back down to these lows. Hopefully we don't see a close under 100k. You can see Bitcoin has been fighting this 100k battle right here, trying not to close underneath. I'm not too worried. It does look fine. Everything, if you look at the total crypto market cap, similar. It usually just follows the Bitcoin chart anyways, but Bitcoin dominance is still going still on an uptrend. You can see obviously some big swings up and down, but currently Bitcoin, actually this is my other chart here. We can check. I've been talking about almost every stream now. The this EMA right here, the 50-week EMA. Let me see if I can make it thicker. Just make it pop out a little more visibility. Never mind, whatever. I think I can. But here, this blue line right here, we wicked down, touched it, obviously went below, down past it, similar to how we did in March of this year, tapped it and then exploded. But I didn't think we were going to just switch back up, but I guess we were going to get a close around here, similar to how we did down here. Also, we had a close. But yeah, if we close around these levels, it should be like, obviously you could see the pattern here. All of these closes, yeah, you can see like here first. This closed right on the line on the EMA. Next one closed right on the line again. Here we're closed right near the line, and then now we're in the same boat, I guess. So we should be seeing a nice reaction. Hopefully by the end of the year, we can close around the 140 to 150 mark for Bitcoin. Ethereum, similar situation. Hasn't respected this 50-week EMA all as much as Bitcoin has, but you can see it's in the same boat here, closing right above that line. If we do see if we do drop a little more, we should be able to come back up by the end of the year and break these all-time highs. It's these all-time highs right here that we broke barely a couple months ago in August. On August 18th, or that's the week of August 18th. Yeah, so we can check the coin market cap. We can go to the fear and greed. Fear and greed, we are 26 fear right now. If we move this, you can see the chart here. If we just do the last 30 days, yesterday we were this is day by day. Yesterday we were coming back up towards the neutral, but we did fall down back at around 26. 40 being the neutral zone where that starts, between 40 and 60. But we are playing in the fear category. Hopefully we don't see it dip back down to extreme fear. But but we should slowly by end of the year creep up back into the neutral, back into the greed. Hopefully ending the year in extreme greed. But yeah, I don't have too many other sources here. Let me switch to here. This is just a fun little 2025 Harvard buys $116 million worth of Bitcoin. And then here we have the quote. In 2018, Harvard says Bitcoin is more likely to hit $100 than $100,000. And then almost 8 years later, 7 years later, Harvard buys $116 million of Bitcoin at 116K. You just see it slowly but surely everybody eating their words who are talking bad about crypto. But now we can see people are taking like a lot of people in the financial sectors are taking back their initial thoughts of crypto and just starting to adopt it. We see that with the government and just people running these financial institutions. The sooner these people, these institutions and companies realize what Bitcoin is, like the better it is for them. Honestly, like you can see the people who adopted it early on are just killing it currently. Here the White House will vote. The White House will vote to end the government shutdown at 7 p.m. EST today. The markets are watching closely. The odds of ending the government shutdown by November 15th, which is in 2-3 days, have spiked to 97% on Polymarket. Yeah, this is the Polymarket chart. Yeah, 97% of people have voted or predicted that it will end in this span of the 12th to the 15th, and then the other 3% say it will last longer than, what is that, the 16th? Yeah, 16th plus. So if you were one of those who voted towards the ending by the 12th to the 15th, obviously hoping it does, because you will get paid out depending on how much. Yeah, you could see here the volume. That's $4.8 million in volume towards ending by the 12th to the 15th. And then what is that? Wait, that doesn't make sense. 16 plus is $6.8 million in volume. Weird. Whatever. We'll look past that. Also, there was another good. I don't have it pulled up. Let me pull it up on my other screen here. Let's see if I can find it. And show. Because Trump, I think 2-3 days ago, was talking about how the financial system needs a revamp and inching towards a crypto solution for the financial system, because it obviously hasn't been revamped in like probably since it started. So there's a lot of tweets, and they had a tweet. I saw a tweet yesterday that they made a draft for it's not directly crypto adoption, but it's very similar for the wording they used. But if the US financial system gets changed to some sort of crypto backed whatever, that will obviously send crypto even more mainstream than it currently is. Besson, stable coins could surge 10x by 2030, growing from 300 billion to over 3 trillion. Tether has been going crazy. If we go to I could just go on to CoinMarketCap. Obviously Tether being the third biggest coin by market cap. If we switches to market cap, you can just see starting in like here early 2015. In the last even if you just look in the last like since 2020, this is basically when it started skyrocketing. Market cap of $4 billion in 2020. I guess 2019, $4.6 billion, rose from $4 billion to currently at $183 billion. These stable coins are booming because there was the Genius Act that passed the stable coins that can go into like normal use in the US, and just crypto in general getting used in like just traditional finance, retirement account, 401k accounts. People are now able to use Bitcoin, Ethereum, or buy them as a asset for their future. So slowly but surely, the adoption rate is skyrocketing. You could already see that with the Bitcoin ETFs have been booming in the last year. Well, it came out in the last year, but have been having huge inflows, mainly by the BlackRock ETF IBIT. So this adoption is rapidly growing here. You can see. Continue here. Bitcoin pushed higher again, but liquidity shows where the real game sits. Heavy bids are loading up around 95k to 98k. Be ready for new dips before the next leg up. Yeah, we will see a couple dips. You can see these liquidity charts here. Wow, there's some big buy liquidity starting under 100k. But will we get there? We don't know. Obviously, Bitcoin's been fighting that 100k level for a while. Obviously, you don't want to close under that just what like morale, I guess. Nobody wants to see that sub 100k Bitcoin anymore. Let's see here. The signs are everywhere. We're at or near the bottom, and Bitcoin is ready for the next leg up. Death cross bottom signal. Yeah, we're looking back at a we're like basically we're at the bottom of this leg. Obviously, nowhere to go but up from here. So hopefully you guys are ready. If you're not already in the markets, slowly but surely start DCAing your way into Bitcoin if you haven't already. Even if you're just bullish on it for the future, that's the best thing to do. Here, let me go over our giveaway. 1 second. Everyone loves a good giveaway. Here we go. So let me go full screen here. So this is our task on campaign. If you guys are interested in free rewards, and we're doing crypto giveaways, we've been doing this for a couple months on task on. I'll drop the link in the chat. It's completely free. If you go on to, I just dropped it in the chat, our taskonxyz/blockchain academics. We are giving away, we're running campaigns every couple weeks, every couple of days. This current one ends in, I guess it's hard to see here. Here we go. 200 USDT giveaway. This one ends in 10 days. After the 10 days is over, it's going to restart again. So make sure, check that out. Like, it's very simple. You would just come on to TaskOn, create an account for free, and then down here you can see how you collect points to participate in the giveaway. So very simple to earn points. Like, you can honestly hop on this and finish it in a couple minutes, maybe 20 minutes, 10-20 minutes. Here, like, this is for 30 points, follow our Twitter, visit our webpage, join Telegram. That's very simple, free 30 points here for 250 points. Like, just farming these quickly is very simple. They're just reply to tweets, reply to some of our tweets, like some of our tweets, retweet some of our tweets. It's just basically anything you do with interacting on our Twitter. You'll get free points for that. And then here, another 160 points towards the giveaway from YouTube. Subscribe, comment, basically just subscribe, comments, and sharing our videos. Any video, just go on there. Very simple. So yeah, after you start claiming your points, these will continue popping up, and then you will you're basically registered for the incentives, the leaderboard. If we go onto the leaderboard here at the end here, so there's the rankings. Like, this is tier 1, giving away 100 USDT. The next one is tier 2, 50 USDT. Tier 3, another 50 USDT. So it's completely free to participate, and then you can just win free crypto from it. I dropped that link in the chat, and then if you don't want to, let me go home here. If you don't want to do this or do this and you want more opportunities, we are at the top of the screen. We are at 42,400 subs. Once we hit 50,000 subscribers, we will be doing a giveaway on our YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that. Once we hit it, we will be posting a video, or it'll just be mentioned in our current video at the time, about the giveaway, how to participate. Most likely you just have to be subbed, maybe like the video, and then we'll be giving away crypto. You guys have any any opinions on what to give away, you can listen to that, whether it be a big sum for a couple people or smaller sum for more people. We'll be open to that. We'll be checking that out. But yeah, if you want to participate in this one's completely free. Just sign up, join, and then you can farm the points and then win USDT. These campaigns are going to continue to go on for, I think, at least 6 to 8 months. So if you're consistent, just check here every couple days, see what other incentives there are, and how just keep farming your points, and you should be a good be easy to participate and win some crypto for free. But yeah, we go back to, I guess if there's no we have new people in here. This is the Bitcoin chart, or no, that's ETH. Here's Bitcoin, currently at 101,600, around this 50-week EMA. We should be seeing a big reversal from this EMA, or just in general this last quarter. These last 2 months, November and December, should be big will be big for Bitcoin in general, because we know Q4 has the best returns for Bitcoin in general. If you look historically, the average returns for the fourth quarter is about 60%, and the median is about 40%. So I have that labeled here. We did see a 40% median growth, as we normally see. We should be sitting at around a 140 to 150K mark for Bitcoin by the end of the year, for the next couple months, which is equally as good, honestly. Has been following this market structure of bouncing off this weekly EMA, this 50-week EMA. So we should be seeing a nice leg up to around 145 by December, January of this year. So if you guys have any price predictions, drop them in the chat and we'll see that. But as for now, we just keep accumulating. Yeah, we go back to Twitter here, see if there's any more news. There should be some. Let's see. Taiwan's centralized bank considers launching strategic Bitcoin reserve. All these countries are slowly starting their reserves one by one. Keep your head up. This is just going to keep driving hype and prices up for the long term for Bitcoin. Coinbase CEO says token sales are back, and this time they're built for users, not flippers. Coinbase has been changing a lot. I think they changed their headquarters recently to Dallas, I think, or just Texas in general. Michael Saylor and Cantor Fitzgerald, chairman, installed a new Satoshi Nakamoto statue in Miami. What is that? Oh, I guess it's like metal. It's pretty cool. Yeah, $100 million worth of crypto longs liquidated in the past 60 minutes. This was 2 hours ago. Wow. Yeah, hopefully none of you guys got wiped out from that, but $100 million. I guess a lot of people had longs from that 101 around 100K mark. So especially what we wicked down under. But it looks like some people are getting wiped out on the reversal. So hopefully you're safe from the liquidations. President Trump says the United States is taking the lead in Bitcoin and crypto. China can't keep up. Let's see this.
Bills pass in the next few months?
Well, it's a very funny thing, crypto. So I became a fan of crypto, and to me, it's an industry. I view it as an industry, and I'm president. And if we didn't have it, China would, or somebody else would, but most likely China. China would love to. And we've dominated that industry. It's a big industry, by the way. In fact, when the stock market went down recently, crypto and Bitcoin and all of that went down much less than anybody else as a group. And we've created a very powerful industry, and that's much more important than anything that we invest in. We invest in it, but really that was an industry that wasn't doing particularly well. I got involved with it a couple of years ago, and before the second term. I got involved before I decided to run. I only decided to run because I saw what was happening, and Biden was incompetent, and the administration was crooked and incompetent. And I was in Bitcoin then, not knowing if I was going to do it a third time. So it's become amazing. I mean, it's the jobs that it produces. And I notice more and more you pay in Bitcoin. I mean, people are saying it takes a lot of pressure off the dollar. And it's a great thing for our country. So I don't care about investing. You know, I have kids, and they invest in different things. They do believe in it. But I'm president, and what I did do there is build an industry that's very important. And, you know, if we didn't have it, China would. Okay.
Sir, Mr. President.
Yeah, he has been pushing crypto for a bit now, obviously wanting to be the front runner, the number one country in Bitcoin or in crypto. Obviously, he doesn't want it in the hands of China, but obviously the more people invested and pushing crypto is better. But I guess the US wants to be the front runner. US Bitcoin ETFs inflow year to date here. This is what I was talking about, actually. Let me like this one here. Favorite it. US, yeah, so IBIT, this is being BlackRock. BlackRock has year to date inflows. Fund assets in millions USD. You can see this is $27 billion, I believe. Let me check. I did total flows year to date. Check the IBIT total inflows. $64 billion. The Bitcoin ETF with the highest inflow in a single day was the IO, 224 million, and now has a historical net inflow, has reached $64 billion in the US. So I'll continue here. Bitcoin top 100. This gets posted every day, but why not cover it? Total BTC inflows are obviously MicroStrategy number one, 641,000 Bitcoin. Marathon Digital second at 52,000 Bitcoin. And yeah, the top 16 being all US, but number 4, which is Metaplanet, a Japanese company. But yeah, you could see Trump is right. They are the US is currently dominating, at least company wise, company holdings wise, this top. Even just even if the US didn't, like, all of the US companies were taken off this list but MicroStrategy, they still would have dominated the list. Like, the difference is huge. Like, this whole total of the top 100 is 1 million, over just over 1 million Bitcoin, but over half of it is held by MicroStrategy, which is crazy. But yeah. Continue. PMI sure looks ready to bounce and drag BTC up with it. Mega bullish. That's good. That's obviously good news for just traditional trading. US reforms leader Nigel Farage promises to create a Bitcoin reserve if elected prime minister. Bitcoin is scarce, secure, and impossible to inflate anyway, or inflate away. Unlike paper money, Bitcoin cannot be printed into worthlessness. This is true. UK does need a Bitcoin reserve. All these other countries have started their reserves. If you're not starting a reserve as a country, you're just falling behind. So yeah, British MP, same guy, Nigel Farage, says new bill will slash Bitcoin taxes and establish a strategic Bitcoin reserve. Yeah, same sort of thing, but slashing Bitcoin taxes is huge, obviously. A financial freedom. Yeah, DCA, buy the dips and hold Bitcoin always. Obviously, like looking at the right here, the Bitcoin ETF inflows, even just the US alone, so many people are slowly getting into Bitcoin. And even in this past like week or two, where Bitcoin's been dropping, or I guess all crypto's been dropping, a lot of outflows have been happening from these tickers. But like, you can see that the people selling currently, the Bitcoin just getting bought back up by the people who are long term. It's like these dips just, they just show how Bitcoin will go from the weaker hands to the stronger hands every time these dips happen. If you're in Bitcoin, most people are in it for the long run. Treat Bitcoin the same as you're treating the just an index fund, where you're not just buying it and selling it within a week or two trying to make some gains. You're holding it for the long term because you believe in it, and it will outperform every other asset like it already has, 100%. We can go over actually again our giveaway just to make sure everybody hears about it here. So we're doing a blog. We've been running these giveaways for the past couple months, and it will be going for a lot longer, for maybe like 8 more months. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. If you go on to TaskOn here, you make an account which is completely free. Go to Blockchain Academics, click the join button, and then if you can start doing these simple tasks, and then getting onto these incentive leaderboards. These leaderboards keep getting reset. Like this one is here for about 9 more days, so they'll be giving away more crypto every time this resets. So currently this one is for $200 USDT, 200 USDT, and then the farming points is so simple. Like this Only takes you a couple minutes if you continue to just check in on it and do them as they come. Onboarding 30 points. Follow Twitter. Visit our webpage. Join Telegram. SNS here. If you get 250 points if you do these ones. Reply tweets. Reply tweet. These are just reacting, engaging in our tweets. And then at the bottom here, YouTube. 160 points for subscribe to our YouTube channel. Comment on our video, comment, share videos on Instagram, Facebook. Those are very simple. Like, this shouldn't take you long at all. But yeah, you can farm points, get on here. We have some, and then depending on your tier, we have different tiers here for rewards. So even if you don't make it this first one, we will continue to run these. So make sure to check that out. But yeah, make sure you subscribe. We are also doing, top of the screen, once we hit 50K, we will be doing another just strict YouTube giveaway where we're going to give away some more crypto. But yeah. Well, today was just a quick 30-minute live. So make sure to subscribe. And then, yeah, like I said, make sure to check out our giveaways if you want to win some free crypto. And then just like, subscribe, and visit our website. So we'll keep going live basically daily. And then make sure, I think tomorrow I'm going to schedule it just to see how that performs, like, compared to just regularly just launching a stream. Probably tomorrow at like 12 p.m. EST. So see you guys tomorrow.